This Brazilian woman looked more like a man boldly challenged Dakota Ditcheva for a fight, thinking she could dominate.
Yeah, that happened like a few days before I came out, so like 5 days ago, I think. We found out, but we were looking for a few different opponents, and we've ended up with a really good match. You know, I've got a tough fight now, which I'm really excited for. So it's kind of last-minute opponents aren't the best, but it's worked out quite good for me because I've got a tough fight now, so I'm happy with it.
What she didn't know was that this decision would soon become her biggest regret, as Dakota unleashed pure destruction.
Really good for her right now.
Yeah. Very quickly caught that catch. Oh, big punches coming across. Look at those. Those are not fresh. Oh, another huge knee. Oh, wow. We're waiting. Whoa. Whoa. There it is. Dakota Ditcheva.
For your winner, 5-rep stoppage.
You are watching Boxing Planet, and in today's video we will talk about the fight between Dakota Ditcheva and Simone Da Silva. This match was one of Dakota's early bouts, taking place at UKFC 9, back when she was not yet famous. At that time, most people didn't know Dakota would go on to dominate the future PFL. Simone Da Silva, confident and fearless, stepped up to challenge Dakota for this fight. But what seemed like a bold move quickly turned into the biggest mistake of her life. This match took place on January 15th, 2022 at PFL MMA in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This fight was an important step in Dakota's career because it marked one of her early showcases on an international stage. While she was already recognized in the UK regional scene, the PFL MMA appearance helped introduce her to a broader MMA audience. Round 1. From the opening bell, Dakota established control in the stand-up exchanges. She came out in her classic Muay Thai stance, light on her feet, snapping out quick jabs and firing powerful leg kicks. Simone tried to find her rhythm, throwing punches and combinations, but Dakota's speed and precision stood out immediately.
Look at those. Those are not fresh. Oh, another huge knee. Oh, wow. We're waiting. Whoa. Whoa.
After softening Simone up on the feet, she transitioned the fight to the ground, surprising many who expected her to stay standing. Once on top, Dakota immediately established control, keeping Simone pinned and unable to escape. From there, she unleashed a relentless barrage of ground and pound, landing punches and elbows until Simone could no longer defend. The referee stepped in, awarding Dakota the win by second-round TKO. The finish showcased not just her elite Muay Thai striking, but also her growing to dominate on the mat. This performance at PFL MMA proved Dakota was more than a striker. She was a complete fighter, destined for bigger stages.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.
Now, let's take a look at one of Dakota's other exciting matches. This fight happened long before Dakota became famous. At that time, very few people knew her name, and she was still carving her path. Becky Caslin boldly challenged Dakota for a match, believing she could dominate. But what Becky didn't know was that she had just stepped into the ring with a future star, who would later become one of the most feared names in women's fighting. This fight showed early signs of Dakota's incredible power and determination. The fight between Dakota Ditcheva and Becky Caslin took place in 2015 in Birmingham, England, where it headlined the night as the main event. At that time, Dakota was still very young, only beginning to make her mark on the fight scene. She was known in British Muay Thai and kickboxing circles, but far from the global spotlight she would later earn in MMA. Becky Caslin, on the other hand, was tough and determined, bringing both confidence and grit into the contest. As the fighters made their way into the ring, the Birmingham crowd erupted in cheers. Round 1, the opening bell signaled an immediate clash of styles. Dakota came out calm, using her rangy stance and long limbs to establish distance right away. She flicked out her jab and followed with a sharp kick to the body. Becky, determined to close the distance, tried to march forward with heavy hands, swinging hooks and low kicks to disrupt Dakota's rhythm. The first exchanges showed exactly what the fight would be about: Dakota's technical precision and control versus Becky's relentless pressure and toughness. Within the first minute, Dakota began to settle in. Her footwork was crisp, circling away from Becky's forward momentum, and every time Becky stepped in, she was met with a clean strike. A snapping teep kick pushed Becky back, followed by a quick 1-2 that landed flush. The crowd roared, sensing Dakota's sharpness. But Becky wasn't about to back down. She bit down on her mouthpiece, took the shots, and kept pressing forward, looking to trap Dakota against the ropes and make it a brawl.
Oh, a nice feint to the jab, just put the right cross straight through the middle of Kaslin's guard. As you say, fast, sharp hands.
Yep. Kaslin very patient, isn't she? She's using her defence a lot. She's just trying to counter. She's going to go for the later round. She's in here for the long haul. Dakota's in there to try and get rid of you early.
Movement-wise, a stark contrast to the previous fight. One man hunting down the other, but the girls really...
As the round progressed, Dakota's striking variety began to shine. She mixed in body kicks, crisp punches, and knees from the clinch whenever Becky got too close. Still, Becky had her moments. In the middle of the round, she landed a looping right hand that caught Dakota clean, drawing a cheer from her supporters. Dakota quickly reset, showing composure beyond her years, and immediately fired back with a flurry of punches and a punishing body kick that seemed to slow Becky down. By the end of the first round, Dakota had clearly edged ahead, using precision and control, but Becky's grit was undeniable. The second round picked up with Becky trying to change the tide. She came forward aggressively, throwing combinations and looking to wear Dakota down with pressure. For the first minute, it seemed to work. Becky landed some solid shots, forcing Dakota to cover up briefly. But Dakota adjusted quickly, using her jab and long kicks to regain control of the distance.
She's scoring well to the body. She's scoring points to the body, even though she's on the back foot. She's defending well and scoring a lot to the body. So, she's excellent, superbly strong and great with her legs.
Oh, front kick to the head there, and Kaslin smiled it off. Fair play to her, and she's taken another one there.
Yeah, Ditcheva just seemed to...
Every time Becky lunged forward, she was met with a stiff shot. Dakota's accuracy was beginning to tell, and Becky's face started to show the damage from repeated clean strikes. Midway through the round, Dakota landed a highlight-worthy combination: a crisp jab, followed by a right cross, then a thudding body kick that echoed through the venue. Becky stumbled slightly but refused to quit. The crowd applauded her toughness as she kept pressing forward, even as Dakota's precision strikes piled up. Toward the end of the round, Dakota began to dominate more clearly, landing clean kicks to the midsection and punctuating exchanges with fast, accurate punches. By the time the final round began, Becky needed something big to turn the fight around. She came out swinging, giving everything she had, but Dakota's composure never wavered. She moved fluidly around the ring, picking Becky off with counters and showing a maturity in her striking that belied her age. In the final minute, Dakota turned up the pace, landing a flurry of punches and a perfectly timed knee in the clinch that rocked Becky. The referee kept a close watch, but Becky's heart carried her to the final bell.
Right, if it goes into the clinch, you might just see the difference between the two, because on the outskirts, they're both very, very level. Dakota's a little bit more explosive, but Kaslin's a good scorer.
There's certainly got some venom behind that right hand.
That's
jumping knee. That's really hurt Kaslin. She backs up onto the ropes, throws the knee in again, and then a third. The referee's having a look. We're going to have a standing 8 count.
When the fight ended, both fighters embraced in the center of the ring. The crowd applauded Becky Kaslin's toughness, but it was clear Dakota Ditcheva had controlled the fight with her superior technique, accuracy, and composure. The judges rendered their decision, awarding Dakota the victory, a win that would become an early stepping stone in her journey toward becoming one of the most dangerous prospects in women's combat sports. The 2015 Birmingham main event against Becky Kaslin wasn't just another fight, it was a glimpse into the future. Fans that night saw the emergence of a young fighter who had the skills, mindset, and determination to rise to the top. Becky Kaslin gave everything she had, but Dakota Ditcheva's precision striking and control made the difference, proving why she would later go on to achieve greatness in the cage. And that wraps up the story of Dakota Ditcheva's early rise in her fighting career. This was one of those moments that proved she had the potential to become a true star in the world of MMA. Her talent, determination, and relentless spirit quickly set her apart from the rest, showing fans that she was destined for bigger things ahead. What makes Dakota's journey so inspiring is how every step she takes adds to her reputation as a future champion. She continues to prove that hard work and focus can turn raw potential into greatness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss more exciting fight stories and career-defining moments from the world of combat sports.
What am I going to do in the next 16 years? What's the best thing I can do? Get ready to meet God.